this one's just right next to spawn. Also, this has got to be the wimpiest big encampment I've seen in a... Oh my god. They died so fast. All right, this is one of the most sought after / requested weapons in a while. Thank you for subscribing, The Assassin. You should too, viewer. We're running a whiteout Fiona build. Credit to Joshy B for setting this up. I'm not 100% sure the best way to farm crit explosions. I mean, I would have come up with something similar. His build was slightly different, but the essence is we are running Stormblade crit explosions. I'm starting with the loadout because there's a lot going on. Whiteout Fiona is going to be buffing our crit rating, crit chance. Totally Rocking Out is going to be buffing our chance to crit even more. Battle Beat is helping us with the attack speed. Fumble's keeping us with the Totally Rocking Out active. Corrosive Stars is not what I wanted, and it makes that comment in chat make more sense. He suggested, or so I thought, a Throwing Stars hero, and I was like, no. Apparently, Corrosive Strikes is actually a different hero, and we'll be making it so that when we crit, we'll be applying Snare and Affliction. Legendary Blade was one of my edits. He had recommended Luna. I feel like 25% sword damage should be good, because we are running a sword, and we are doing damage. So, a lot of the times, as you guys have seen me run in loadouts, we're running attack speed, and Luna is giving us all of our damage, which is actually separate from the weapon. So, if you're doing 25% more sword damage when 90% of your damage is coming from Luna's bonus, it's actually not that big of a deal. But, since we're getting all of our damage from crits and the explosions thereafter, Legendary Blade, I think, will actually pull his weight. And for once in a blue moon, I'm also running Monster Smash, where Life Leech gives you health based on how much damage you're doing. It's basically a great way to heal from damage. However, I've never used it that much, I should say. I have used it, but I've never made it a regular thing because, like I said, most of my damage tends to come from attack speed, and my weapon isn't actually doing all that much. So, the weapon of the hour is the Stormblade. Double attack speed, crit hits cause an explosion. In the past, I've recommended attack speed crit rating. I stand by that, but if you already have Whiteout Fiona in the lead, you're already critting 50% of the time. So, swinging more often with her crits plus Totally Rocking Out, her crit rating plus Totally Rocking Out means the crit hits cause an explosion will be adding tons of damage. And 43 base damage, according to his math, is, at least in his party, was like 140,000 damage per crit explosion. It was a lot. So, I'm going to link his doc down below if you guys want to get into it. I feel like I should show it a little bit. This is kind of what I'm eyeing off screen. It's a lot of numbers, and it's really well done. We checked a lot of this. There's a lot of math here, and if you guys want to check it out, link down below. Let's get into the gameplay. Wow, don't you just love it? You know, whenever I'm making these videos, sometimes you guys don't even get to see how long of a gap there is in between, you know, something happening on camera and in real life. Sometimes it takes minutes to find an encampment, but this one's just right next to spawn. Also, this has got to be the wimpiest big encampment I've seen in a... Oh my god. They died so fast. Oh my god. Wow, it's been a minute since I've used a crit explosion weapon. I should have expected that. It died so fast. Well, I was going to comment on the fact that was a wimpy encampment, and as you saw, it was. I expected a Mist Monster or Riot Huskies or something, but oh my lord. Maybe we can find another encampment. All right, it's not an encampment, but I found another crowd of enemies. Let's see. Let's just bump everybody. Hey, everybody, wake up. We got a crowd together. Come on, everybody, come on, get together. Photo time. Ah, I didn't get an explosion right away, but it's so satisfying. You know, something that's been missing in almost all of my crit explosion videos, because I record my videos and then mute the audio in the edit, you guys don't get to hear that satisfying boom. It is, I know I've edited it into like a couple of videos. Yes, I edited it 5 times fast. It does sound amazing, and that's why I've shared it. But whenever I'm recording gameplay, as I said, I mute it just so that it's nice and clean. You guys get just the audio, but when you are experiencing these weapons, it's so satisfying. That sound effect is just the best, and it's actually the same exact sound effect that you get from a Nocturno. So I'm hoping that those enemies up there can wake up. I'll just kill one with a throwing star, and then we get everything together. I'm so used to like switching off to my coconut to get that extra healing, but it's not necessary with this build. They're not even surviving long enough to do like reasonable. That's a 250, by the way. That was a 250 power levels Mist Monster. Oh my lord. Isa is actually giving me... Okay, that's what I was going to comment on. Everything died so fast that I wasn't even taking green damage, but Isa seems like she's going to be able to keep me alive. Bees are kind of overpowered as they are, but this is going to be fun. I wonder if I can find... Oh, there's another encampment. I was going to say, I wonder if I can find a smasher, but I'm just going to do this. And then maybe we can kill the propane before it sets off. Oh, if I get a crit, I will. Ah, we got unlucky. That's okay. This is kind of why we have Fiona in the lead. Even though we have Totally Rockin' Out, as you just saw, it's not always active. And sometimes you're going to need to be able to crit normally. That's why sometimes it's not always recommended, but I do on occasion run a crit rating perk even when I'm running Totally Rockin' Out. It's because the perk's not always available. You do need to kill enemies in order to get the bonus active with this current loadout. Wafers would have helped with that, but killing enemies to get it is... oh, yeah, that's right. So it's just damage dealt. I don't need to kill anything in order for her to heal me. And Totally Rockin' Out heals me with the fumble. So... this is going to be great. I think I'm just going to clean up this crowd of enemies here, and we're just gonna start the defense. The boys here agreed to run Constructor. I really appreciate the support, so we're gonna hopefully not fail this mission, and hopefully have some big targets to attack. Oh man, with the Totally Rockin' Out active, come on! Oh, this never gets old. This just never gets old. All right, the defense has just begun. We got floor freeze, basic funneling, and a lot of tire traps. Once again, my instinct told me to eat a coconut, but I just want to get all the booms. Oh my goodness. We are real. Oh my goodness, this is great. These are 250 power level. The boom. The booms are so satisfying. I hope they're not too loud. Nah, it's probably fine. Got my audio all figured out. Oh my goodness, she is actually keeping me alive, and it's not healing Death Burst this time around. Oh no, not enough. Let's see if I can get a couple of those down, and then double attack. So each time you swing against an enemy, I think each enemy hit has a chance to crit. So if I can hit both smashers like this, the booms especially branch out to the other smasher. And it's a really effective way to, like, take out 2 smashers at once. I know that was a little choppy, but I don't think Oro is helping me. The people in our lobby have gotten express requests from me to not help me with attacking. I want to get as much of a showcase going as possible. But they still, I mean, 2 smashers with 1 melee is pretty nice. And I know I've neglected Totally Rockin' Out a lot with melees on my channel because Luna is just ridiculous, but... you can achieve higher damage outputs. It's a little tricky sometimes, but when you have a crit explosion, I have to remind you guys, it's not really the Stormblade providing most of this damage, it is that crit explosion. 43 base damage, amplified by all this, is just so much. It's so satisfying. Look at that. The health bar going from that low to basically right back to full is just amazing. I'm getting all my health back in relative ease, assuming I get some kills like I did earlier. Yeah, I can essentially just solo these smashers, and it's really nice. A nice crowd of enemies like this. I thought the tire traps wouldn't be too good at killing. I don't know why I thought that, because I basically beat my endurance on accident with tire traps, but I figured they'd be enough to just stagger the enemies backwards, and it is awesome to see this constant damage from the throwing thoughts and the beehives, and I am just taking nothing. That's why I brought a rocket launcher, by the way. Figured it would be annoying sometimes. All right, so if we can get a crowd of enemies in here, constantly activating Totally Rockin' Out. Yeah, easy smasher. That was also a physical smasher, so it dies, of course, 25% faster than the normal ones. If you can hit a crowd of enemies, Monster Smash is absolutely keeping up. This is beautiful. I didn't think she'd do that great. I've never been impressed by her. And even outside of Luna loadouts, I've tried Monster Smash, but I guess there's something about the explosion and the area of effect and the sheer amount of zombies you can hit in one go. Not necessarily one swing. Well, even there, that was 4 enemies killed with 1 shot. It just applies to so many different enemies and gives you ample enough healing to where I am just standing here taking constant damage, and it's not even a problem. It's actually super easy. Barely an inconvenience. 4 seconds left on the timer. That was like, in my opinion, in my perspective, that was like the fastest defense we've ever had. That flew by. Oh my goodness, I love this loadout. I think I've been sleeping on crit explosions. These are... Oh, I'm gonna have to start going through all the crit explosion weapons. I know I've made kind of a series out of the triple crit damage, but this has got to be next. Yeah, I had to craft another Stormblade because it's gonna break. There's so many enemies underneath here. There's so many red dots. I wish this bush wasn't here. Oh man, so satisfying. Oh, that's great. That's what you like to see. Oh, is there a big crowd of enemies? No problem. You know what would be really fun? If I ever wanted to make another video on basically the same loadout, It'd be kind of cool to have 4 of us all running this same build and see how effectively we can get through encampments. Like, if we were going to go quickly through encampments, it wouldn't have to be specifically Stormblade. Like, if there's something far away, you know, carrying a rocket launcher is probably a good idea. But I think that'd be really fun to, maybe as, like, an extension of this series. Like, I know I've been doing fun 160s. That's kind of been my modus operandi for showcasing stuff. But I feel like a series on the whole team using the same loadout, speedrunning encampments, could be interesting. I don't know if that would be fun. Maybe it's worth a try. Let me know in the comments down below. Is this going to be another trend where I pitch a video idea and then it never happens? Because I still need to do some testing on the different weapons that can shoot through shielders and such, and I keep forgetting that video idea is a thing. I need to keep doing damage or else I'm going to die. I'm going to leave these smashers alone on the east side, you guys, and focus on this mini-boss. Let's see what we got here. Oh, am I going to do more damage than the mini-boss does? With knockback, I don't think so. Yeah, that's just not even fair. With knockback, yep, see. He got teleported. With knockback, I can't do continual damage. Oh, that's frustrating. I'll just revive on my body. Maybe distracted against Archer. He's not going to push me off. All right, here we go. We'll lock it in. He's just going to knock me back into the wall. Come on, Stormblade versus mini-boss. This is disappointing. Of course, I need Totally Rocking Out to be really critting as often as I possibly could. Oh, I saw that coming. Wasn't sure if that would work out. Yeah, I'm giving up on this one, team. If you guys want to get the mini-boss killed, I'm going to need some support. Archer and I are not doing enough. Oh, I'm going to die if I stand here. Yeah, I knew it. It's unfortunate, you know, fantastic crowd clearing weapon. I bet if there were enemies constantly, or it's ironic that more enemies would be helpful, but if there were enemies constantly flooding the mini-boss like it is now as I'm dead, that would actually be a good way to activate Totally Rocking Out and potentially allow me to heal more and do more damage at the same time. Yeah, I never thought more enemies would be helpful, but yeah, I'm just going to start healing people. Okay, all right, there's one, and I think he healed himself. Okay. I do want to kill the mini-boss, though. Did we get it? I don't even know. It might have despawned. I think that's still a bug. That has been a glitch for so long. Ever since there was some kind of jailing response where they made it so enemies despawn. Mini-bosses also get affected by that. We're almost certain it's a bug, but it means that if you don't kill the mini-boss within a minute or so, it just disappears. Not super fun. Meme Lord, thank you for following on Twitch. For those of you who don't know, whenever I'm recording a YouTube video, you kind of immortalize your follow alerts. So if you guys want to be in a video for 5 ever, you know, something to think about. Something to think about. And I'm dead again. Give an extra 40-ish% DPS. And that's kind of surprising because Totally Rocking Out really does only give higher chance to crit, which with a crit rating lead, it's not nearly as much as it usually is, but it is enough. Oh man, he's nice and frozen, and I'm not gonna be able to kill it in time. Either way, Stormblade crit explosion, definitely amazing. Couple of subscribers on YouTube. If you guys want to join them, you absolutely can. I'll see you guys in the next one. Comment on any recommendations you guys might want to see on the channel, and yeah, take it easy. And then